Hello everybody, my name is Savannah Archambault and welcome to our volume 3 of our Savage Self-Defense series, Savage 2. So in this download, I will arm you with the simplest, most efficient and most destructive weapon found on your own body. We have a lot to get to, so let's get started. One of the things that I found out while teaching my student is how different people have different level of comfort defending themselves. No matter how some of them are justified, whether because they are against multiple attackers or against unarmed aggressor, they simply have this natural resistance against defending themselves. And it can be for various reasons. Some of them include low self-worth, but others simply have this fear of the consequence of such actions. So to me, one of the most effective way to train people is to base our program on what I call the inhibition spectrum. Basically, we start by introducing and practicing hits that requires less commitment, that are more in and out attacks. And when I see that my students are comfortable enough with those, we pass to the next step, which now includes strikes or attacks with a bit more of commitment, which generally includes to linger a bit more in our aggressor personal space. And finally, on the far right of the spectrum is where we find the attacks that are much more intimate, much more invasive, and much more destructive. So now let's start with the far left of our inhibition spectrum, where we'll explore together different hits that are more common, usually easier for people, and that basically requires us to simply hit, distract, to stun and run. The first strike we will be looking at are basic palm strikes. I realize that many people want to hit with their fists. This is very natural. When we get angry or tense, our muscles contract and our open hands often close into fists out of reflex. Striking with the fist seems to be also very destructive. A fist can deliver great force in a small area, creating a lot of damage. In reality though, the fist is very fragile. The bones in the ends are easy to break and the skin can easily get cut, exposing you needlessly to the risk of fluid exchange. Therefore, open-ended strikes are far more durable. They distribute force over a larger surface area and strike with larger, more durable bones covered in thicker skin and fat. Many people believe that palm strike cannot match the power of a fist, but in this download we will see that they do not only do, but they also affect more targets, allowing fingers to gouge into the face and eyes, and also blend more easily into grabs and clinches. The first step to striking with the palm is understanding what surface we should hit with. Ideally, we will like to hit the heel of the palm. This offers a large, solid bone surface covered by skin and tissue. When striking with the palm, it's important not to overextend the arm. Many people naturally hyperextend their elbow, locking it out. This is dangerous for your elbow joint and will rob you of striking speed. Instead, try to always keep a slight bend in your elbow. A great way to train this is to simply push your palm strike gently against the wall. Practice contracting the muscles in your arm just before you get to full extension. This will be the first step in conditioning the correct striking position. When this movement becomes comfortable, you can try leaning in harder against the wall to apply greater load. You can also move into a push-up position. Here, it's not important to go all the way down. Instead, it's better to perform micro push-ups where you go down only a few centimeters and then come back up without overextending. By only going down partway, you will be able to get more repetitions and reinforce the correct position more quickly. Once you are comfortable with the basic motion, try performing it standing up. Most people naturally strike and retract before launching their second hit. While this is okay, the gap between your strikes leaves you more vulnerable to counter-attacks. Instead, try to launch your second hit at the same moment as you retract your first hit, as if one palm were exchanging position with the other. This is referred to as striking on a half beat. Striking on a half beat will keep you covered and protected in a fight and be more overwhelming to your opponent. My favorite way to train striking is through simple muscle contractions. This can be done anywhere without equipment. Simply stand comfortably with a good posture and begin contracting every part of your body all at once. It's very important to remember to breathe. Perform your motions slowly so you have time to correct and adjust, and remember to always contract as hard as you can. This is referred to as isometric contraction. This simple exercise conditions your muscles and connective tissue and is a completely safe and effective way to reinforce balance, extension, and striking surface. This is also a great way to work on power generation. To generate the most power, try to feel the movement of your strikes beginning in your hips. Your hips are the center of your mass. Standing naturally, you will notice that you are able to twist your hips slightly without putting strain on your knees. But after about a centimeter of rotation, in most people, the knees will begin to feel strain. It's important to let your hip rotation carry over into your legs, screwing your leg inward and pivoting on the ball of your foot. Pivoting will allow you to stay balanced, generate maximum power, and will build the power of your body.